Oh, are we
Welcome
starting
to.
this?
Oh,
Oh, okay.
does anybody know how many subscribers we have? This happens every fucking time, man.
Yeah, Tagan, you can always check how many subscribers we have before
I
the video
always
starts.
forget until I start talking, and then hold on.
Mudcord Uwu has 383 subscribers.
Welcome to 383 subscriber special. Today it's Winter 2024 seasonals.
What?
We are using the official tier list, by the way,
Yay.
not some dumbass homemade broken one. Um,
Yeah. Um,
No one would ever do that, Tegan.
right, fucking this goddamn lowest level of hell, honestly. Like,
Very far down, at
this
least
show
I'm
second from the
thinking
sucks.
bottom,
lowest
at
level of hell
least.
as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bad
Yeah,
character
but
designs, no plot, nothing exciting,
it's also very
No
bad.
bad
drip
production,
on any of the characters.
negative drip,
No.
honestly.
Yeah, just
Okay,
garbage.
fucking my cheat skill, death, instant, overkill, whatever the fuck, also pretty far down there, I would say.
I
I'm
think
gonna.
you put in hell as
Um,
well. This one was like just bad.
There were things
okay,
about
like,
it that were kind of funny.
yeah,
Like
but not
what?
on purpose.
I don't remember what
Design.
happened.
This was
Um,
the one where they like the whole episode takes place in a fucking bus, and it's
yeah,
like,
Oh yeah, okay.
uh,
Yeah, this is
yeah,
super
that
bad.
one. It was not very good. No.
yeah. I think
Um,
it was. It's
I think one thing with the show
lowest
is
level of hell. I think
its
it was
gimmick
better than
is
that thing.
it has a gimmick that it feels like it would get the like boring the quickest. So
I mean,
like
it
by
got
just watching
boring in
one
the first episode.
by
to
just
be
watching
fair.
one episode, we were like already like being like overly nice with the show. Because I feel like if you watch a show and like all that happens is that it keeps doing the gimmick, that's kind of bad. That's kind of extra
uh,
bad.
also, like, even extra points off for having like a somewhat interesting like pre-credit intro and then not doing anything with it. And I know someone will be like, "Ooh, they're gonna get back to that later," but like,
I frankly don't even remember
I
what you're
don't,
talking
I
about.
don't
Though.
think they will. It's the bit where, like the main guy's a kid and he's like escaping from some kind of facility in like the very start of the show before
I
it
don't
cuts to
remember.
the
Yeah. I,
yeah. It doesn't matter.
I just didn't care. Um, I don't
It's
know.
bad.
I do think it was better than the thing that's in this tier. Otherwise, I think
It
it's.
was
Honestly, I don't even know where that's true.
unintentional
I don't
funny,
even know
I
where it's
guess.
true.
I mean, really, I
Remember,
think.
there is also a huge gap in like what is this one we watched very early and the other one we watched very late. I think that explains to your like experience gap. These shows are both pretty
I don't know,
awful.
Bando. I'm fairly conscious of the things I watch and not like fatigued in that same way. Um,
These shows are pretty awful. Like both of them pretty awful. I don't think
This is the
there's a
tank
mutually
one,
different.
Tank could go
right?
on lowest level of hell.
Yeah, that's also very bad. Just absolutely nothing going on in that one.
Yeah, it's. I think it's the most forgettable that we watched. Like
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, I don't pay
all
attention
around.
during it.
Healing magic
Okay.
I thought was actually pretty good.
Okay.
Okay.
What?
Okay.
What?
What?
Okay.
I was talking to my
Okay.
mom
Why?
Okay.
because she was talking
Um,
to me.
I think the healing magic one was
I
I
actually
wasn't
liked
really
the
good.
first
Just had a
episode.
sexy
It
lady.
was a decent
So-
amount. Also,
I remember
Rose is
sexually.
very
I remember
attractive.
green magic. I remember the like two other isekai were like being friends with a dorky kid, and he was like, "Holy shit! I guess don't judge like popular kids just because they were popular."
Yeah, I
So
would
that's
put that in
something.
mid good edition.
Me too.
That's. I mean, okay.
I would
So
put
that's
it.
like way high to me.
Yeah, I would put it in not enough to
There's
develop, but
three
mid
tiers
edition.
above that.
Yeah.
Josh, it's mid.
I don't
No,
think
it's
it was
fine.
good at all. Like
I
nothing
would.
about it.
Okay, well, Bando
mean,
hates sexy ladies, I guess. Fucking weirdo.
There's
Um,
Yeah.
shows with sexy ladies in it.
Josh,
They're
where do
also
you
like
put this
not
show?
I was just gonna say
boring.
true mid, to be fair.
Okay.
I would
So
put
I-
it like mid bad edition, so move it like a tier down, I guess.
Well, that's not mathematically it.
Yeah, fuck
that
you.
is
You're
how-
bad at
I think
math.
it's fine where it is.
It's literally
Three
how
Yeah.
math.
mid bad and two mid goods. It's a mid good.
It's not.
Yep, it
It's
is.
like it's like in between the tiers.
Well,
leading
there is no
down.
in between, and we
Yeah.
round based on wherever Tegan wants to put it.
We're
so
not
there it
making
is.
mid edition.
This show being mid good edition is like a crime.
Why don't you
It's
cope a
not.
little bit more? All right.
Sign of
Sign
affection
of
to me
affection.
is sauce.
Yeah, no, that was just like you know, in
I would
terms
say
of
probably seasoning. I liked it a
Yeah.
lot. I don't think
It-
it's
it was
on
good.
quite the
I would
level
put
of
more
sauce.
seasoning as well. Like it was like a nice episode overall. It's cute. I know where it like blew me away.
It is
that
very
regard.
nice. I think I don't particularly like the character design of the
The
faces. It
character
kind of a
Oh,
little
yeah.
designs were a
off-putting.
little bit.
Guy has way
And
too
in
thick
general, the
lips.
production is
I got
just
the-
kind of,
Guy got the BJ lips.
yeah, everyone does.
You didn't have to put it that way, but I
Those
mean, I guess you're not wrong.
DSLs, I guess you could say.
That's.
Well, I mean, the girl is like too small to have the lips like be too like mega big.
I mean, we've got 2 for sauce, 2 for dry seasoning. Can you open a new tab and flip a coin?
No, like we've established before, it goes wherever Tegan wants to put it.
That's bullshit.
Well,
Well-
earlier you didn't complain when it went your way.
That's true. That's true.
Gosh, I think
Josh guy is always so inconsistent.
maybe you should cope a little harder.
Yeah.
Jane, you also said sauce.
Right.
This
This
guy
um,
was mid-bad edition.
This
I
is
think.
fucking peak.
Blue Exorcist? Is that the Blue Exorcist sequel?
No, this is
No, this is the
Tale of
Marriage
Wedding
ring.
Oh,
Yeah.
This
it
show,
was...
okay, first and foremost, very
Eh?
ugly show. Main character especially, probably one of the
True.
ugliest characters ever.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
true.
And it
You
had
could-
nipples in it, which is not very Christian, so that kind of also goes into hell for that one.
Mm,
I have no opinion on this
I
one.
mean, I'm for mid-bad. I think it like.
I
was
no,
I
more
feel like
accurate
I
than
feel like I
previous
remember
ones.
very little.
I think mid bad is like a high placement for.
I mean, Bando, remember that
highest
prince?
I would go.
The absolute fucking Chad.
Jesse
that's
Josh,
true.
this-
Guy of the
this one-
season was there. There's a girl with
Prince is
boobs.
really funny.
There are a lot of sexy people in the OP that haven't shown up
And,
yet,
like,
but are
so-
definitely
yeah,
going to be
okay,
there.
I think mid-bad.
Mid bad is like the highest I think you could justify.
Okay, Josh says mid bad.
Yeah,
Bando
sure.
says,
Yeah.
Probably more not enough
Mid-bad.
development. This show was not good.
all right, it's mid bad.
think you guys
Ishra,
forget how
I mean,
Obviously, of course, yeah.
There's no conversation to even be had there. It's just good. It's just a good fucking anime.
Yep.
We're only judging these off the first episodes, by the way. But like second and third.
Well, that's what
Yeah.
we always do.
We're also
Um,
like, you know.
Dungeon Meshi. I
Dungeon
like
Meshi was
this quite a
nice.
lot.
yeah.
Yeah.
To
It was a
me,
decent start.
it was mid-good edition. But I'm not going to like complain about putting it higher, really.
I would
Um,
put it in, I don't know, somewhere in the top 3 here.
Yeah,
probably
I would probably maybe say
unseasoned
unseasoned,
or dry.
which is
Yeah, you can
ironic
put it
because food cooking.
Yeah.
Um,
I think that's a fair place to put it. I don't think like the Dungeon Meshi thing was like blowing you away. It was, I mean, do we
It was
think
nice.
it as like the kind of the thing about the first episode thing is like, I mean, yeah, Dungeon Meshi is just like kind of like a nice start. You know, it kind of expects you to watch the entire thing. It definitely doesn't blow you away in the first episode. That's just how it is. You gotta cope with it. You know, maybe Dungeon Meshi is a better show than some of the other things, but like the first episode, what we like judge these shows by. It wasn't like bombastic, it was just a regular start into a show.
What is
Yeah.
this next one?
That's Chain
it's
Soldier, right?
Change Soldier. Yeah.
Is it?
Hey,
So
Chain
Pete-
Soldier, very hot, very sexy, very
I
top 10 tongue kisses in anime.
It made me excited to
I
read
don't-
the manga, but I don't particularly want to watch it.
The artwork kind of sucked.
Yeah, the problem with
it
the
looked
the
bad.
problem with the
We
show
can
is
just
that the
say
show
that,
was
like,
kind of ugly overall.
Should we?
which is kind of a death knell for a show that's trying to be like sexual. I
Is
don't
that,
know,
like,
mid
tr-
bad maybe.
I-
I still had some cool sexual show.
Mid bad. This,
I
That's
think-
fine.
this
I think
CG
it's-
was something.
I think that's like
To be fair, we had more fun with it. Than
I would
the
say
thing
I
Mid
would
Bad.
say it is better than the Marriage show overall. So like I think that's like a decent place to put it.
Sure.
Yeah,
Though I-
that
Fuck.
seems fair.
I keep dropping my novelty
Right.
pens.
I keep
Right.
dropping.
Tis time for Torture Princess. One of
Ah,
one
it
of
was
the
good.
first
Good.
episodes of the season. We
it was very good.
yeah, I liked the first episode a decent amount. It's
Mhm.
very clearly just gonna be like
One of
here's
the few
one
funny
joke.
Japanese shows.
All right.
It's true.
Like
I mean, it's a simple plot.
I-
It is what it is.
Yeah.
You kind of know what you're
it's a
gonna
gag
get.
show.
It has
Yeah.
very fun characters and designs. It looks nice.
I-
It's produced very well.
Also, like, it's a Pine Jam show, and their shows always look really good.
Yeah,
I also like that the main girl is a tiny crown. That's pretty good.
true.
Neat character design.
The
I would
sword is
put
great
that
too, by the way.
maybe all the way up in dry seasoning, I think.
I think dry seasoning
I
or
think it's
even
fine.
sauce.
Sure.
One of the two.
Yeah.
Dry
Sweet.
seasoning is good.
Solo leveling. This did a weird thing where, like, the introductory conflict isn't finished in the first episode.
Yeah,
Because, like, the first
first
half
episode's
of the
kinda
first
mid
episode
overall.
is spent
Yeah.
on, like, a thing. That,
Like, the
according to my
produ-
friend, happens way later in the series.
it had a good
Um,
production thing overall, but like this first episode was kind of nothing, right? Like
Yeah.
outside of like we entertained most of the episodes by like doing the whole like bit where we were like, oh my god, look at this one girl in the
What do
background.
you mean fit?
Yeah, that wasn't
I,
a bit. She was
yeah,
just kind of
no,
hot.
It was. It didn't.
The gore was, like, cool.
In a
I-
sense, I
only
think the
thing
most
Ramsey
damning
was
thing
good for
a
good looking.
premiere can do is make me like actively not interested in the series. And this
Yeah.
didn't do that, but I also was not particularly like hooked.
It wasn't
so I
off-putting,
don't
but
know.
it didn't like do anything
Yeah.
positive.
Would you
I
say
think
it was
that's
Kinda
true
mid?
things.
I think that's true mid. Yeah,
I
For
think
mid,
it was
I
kinda
think
mid.
true mid's probably fair.
mid by true mid.
I can see mid good edition, to be fair.
Yeah,
'cause
I
think,
personally
like,
would
it's-
probably put it in upper mid.
It's still kind
but-
of in the upper half of shows.
I think
that
I
we
would value
watched, I
that
would say.
exclusively of like
Okay.
looking
Well,
decent.
that's fine.
So I think
It
it's kinda
does
true
look
mid.
decent. Yeah, okay, we can put it. That's a fair point.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
This.
Seventh time loop. This was the
Oh, the
Seventh
villainous.
yeah. She gets married to
I think this was
the
one of the
guy that
better
killed
villainous
them.
shows
Yeah.
conceptually
This
so
probably
far.
was the best villainous show that we
Yeah,
Yeah,
watched.
this
It's
was
also,
I
probably.
don't
good.
The
know
one
if I was
that-
with you guys when I saw this one, so
not sure.
It
It
wasn't very
doesn't even need-
memorable.
There's no reason for it to be called villainous. By the way, she is literally not a villainous.
Well,
And
no,
it's
well,
not like-
actually, Josh,
She
there
is
literally
biologically the
is.
villainous.
Okay, there literally is, Josh, which is that in the original web novel, it was a tag that they could put on their upload.
You're
I mean, no,
right.
she is supposed to be the villainess of like the story, right? Like she's supposed to be
No.
like the. Josh,
No.
she is. She's
No,
the
she-
she is the person that gets like unmarried because she bullied the person that the
She
like
didn't.
princess
The
was
guy
with.
is lying. That is part of the text.
But we did also like a very common thing like the villainous shows in general. Like,
I mean,
no,
no, the villainous show is
it's a
usually
villain.
like.
It's a very common villainous plot moment. Like yeah, like it is
No,
a villainous
sometimes-
show.
The
yeah,
common
no,
villainous
fits
plot
the
moment is they
role.
get reincarnated into someone that is a villainous.
Sometimes,
It's like, well, I'm not
sometimes the
villainous.
character
Or the
is
villainous
just like
is a villainous
actually
and dies
also,
and gets like restarted.
It's literally what happened.
also not guilty of the thing.
Also,
But
by the way,
anyway,
it's not even like framed as a villainous. It's just I annul my marriage to you. Not I am going to like fucking exile you from the kingdom for like heinous
And
crimes.
it's
or
literally what
anything.
happened, Josh. You're forgetting what happened in the
She
show.
left of her own accord.
And it's yeah, in her like second life, Josh.
Yeah, but she just had her marriage annulled. But
Yeah,
not,
in
like,
her second life, after she
In
had
her
like a
first
first horrible
life.
life. That's when she like does that.
no,
like-
she had her.
you see the-
she got
Josh,
exiled.
you're just wrong. Dude, watch the
I'm
first
not.
episode again. Watch the first episode again. You're
Man,
gonna be wrong. You're gonna look like a buffoon.
I
In
know
fact,
what
you're looking
happens
like a
is she
buffoon
gets
right
her
now.
marriage annulled, she leaves, she joins a group of merchants, she dies.
And it's
and then
it's
she's
your
back at the
second
wedding
life. That's her
annulled.
second life. That's her
What's her
second
first life then, Banda?
hey
Her first life
hey,
we don't
guys.
see. She talks about how
Yes,
her
we
first life
did.
was no, her
guys,
first life was like just like quickly done. Like,
Josh and
my
Bando,
first life just everything sucked.
my friends,
Yes.
my pals.
Yes.
Does the question of whether or not this is one way or the other actually like affect the show being any good or not?
I mean,
I
it
mean,
doesn't
no,
need to have villainous in the name, but like otherwise,
It is
you
a
know.
villainous show. It is a villainous show. And it
Okay,
wasn't the right
but
show. It was the right
what
show.
tier are we putting it in though?
It was pretty
Um,
mid, but like not bad mid. Like it's
Yeah, I
alright.
think it was kind of fun. I think like, it's kind of a time loop story. I wouldn't put it in bad edition. I'd put it in good edition, honestly.
I mean, really, I think
Whoa.
I'm
Yeah.
telling you, I think the setup for the show was more interesting than Soul Leveling. Like for all intents and purposes, like the story was better. It didn't look as nice, but I don't value that generally that much. So I would say this show was better than Soul Leveling. Yeah, it was
Right.
exactly with the stars. I would say it's mid
Um,
good edition at least. Was right, decent plot. Girl
Fair.
boss character.
Sure, that'll do.
Okay.
Go to
Alright.
with the
Braver.
sauce.
Yeah, okay. That's
Go to
fine.
with the sauce.
Um,
Absolutely.
Puchigiri, I think also
Bits of
good with
Gear is
sauce.
seasoning.
What?
Seasoning.
I think it's
Yeah.
seasoning.
Unseasoned even maybe.
I think seasoning.
Whoa.
I know. Well,
I
This
think
had-
Tekken said,
Graver by the. okay.
Tekken said sauce, so I think it should be in sauce.
The main guy is just so.
Jane,
Yeah,
you have no
it's
thing
funny.
to play. The Transformers show was also just put in Goku.
Yeah,
to sauce.
this guy had basically the same main
I mean,
character.
fucking.
We didn't even discuss that
to
one.
talk about
Hey,
fucking
talk-
Graver, I think it's
Hey, hold
unseasoned though,
on.
because it was pretty much mid for like
Hey, okay.
20 minutes
hold
straight,
on.
and the
We
last
can
like
talk
4
about
minutes are
we
like
can talk
conventional
about
hype
that
Peak
if
But yeah,
you
fiction,
want
though.
to.
We
But
didn't like discuss that one. So why were we discussing Buchigiri? Tekken put it in sauce. So
I mean, let's
might as well-
discuss Graver then. I think it
I'm
wasn't really
fine
good
with
until like
talking
the
about
last
both,
5
but, like-
minutes. To me,
Yeah,
that's
same
an
thing.
unseasoned.
Yeah,
The
but the
show
last
was-
5
I would
minutes
agree
was
with
the
that,
best
but
5 minutes of the whole season.
yeah, that's
Yes,
kind of where I'm
But,
at.
the first.
It was fun.
like, 20
It was like
minutes.
decently fun.
I think
uh,
those first 20 minutes deserve to drag it down. To be fair.
Okay, fuck you.
No,
Exactly,
come on.
Exactly.
Well, that's a bit low.
Hey,
I like- well,
don't
like
be
I
like
would put this
this.
definitely under things like the Deaf Girl show and the Princess one. So I would put it in
Death
unseen
Girl
goats. maybe.
show?
Yeah, you know, the one with the deaf girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Deaf Girl. Okay.
Yeah. That's
Hey,
actually just not
Jane,
so
you may
fair.
never know. Maybe she's gonna turn out to
Maybe
be
she
like
dies.
an
Maybe she's
angel
like a
of
lich or
death.
something.
yeah, maybe Angel of Death.
Okay, but
Yeah.
yeah, no, I don't know. I was not as enamored with Buchigiri as you guys, I guess.
Like,
I mean, I don't.
I would put
don't care that
Buchigiri
much,
above
but,
that
like,
show from terms of entertainment any day of the week.
I'd
Okay.
still put it in
Eh,
seasoning.
I think Buchigiri was decently fun. I would not put it in sauce.
I
but think
agree
it was
with
fun.
decently fun. Absolutely, that's a statement I can get behind. Decently, yeah, that's
I
fine.
think that's fine. And I would put
Yeah.
the Transformers show one tier lower, personally.
No,
I also would, honestly.
No, I wouldn't.
no.
Well then,
Well, I guess then it becomes dry seasoning.
Metallic Rouge.
I really liked Metallic Rouge. I think kind of not many other people did.
But
I
on the
think it
first
was
episode,
about
this one was
mid-good
weak.
edition.
I would.
It was
go there.
fine.
I would accept that.
I just don't care.
Have
Made
fun on your
good.
hills, man.
Made good in the sense
I
that
well, okay, like
the
I'm
show
gonna
had
watch the
nothing
second
redeeming outside of
episode
character
today.
designs for me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch the second episode today, and if the second episode doesn't like explain at least a little bit of what's going on, I might possibly be able to be talked into putting it lower. But we'll see how that goes.
Yeah. Mid-good edition's probably fine.
I do think it
Um,
also depends on made of people.
Witch and the Beast.
This is another one that made me excited to read the manga, but I don't really want to watch it.
Yeah, no,
I got the
this is
same. I got the same. Like, I probably won't
definitely
watch
a
it.
case of.
No, I do kind of want to like probably like go on like the sites that post like gifs because I do think the show has some
Tumblr.
nice gift moments for Godot. Ooh,
It-
Godot biting down the fork.
Yeah.
That was a nice shot.
I like.
It was a
the
knife,
thing
by the way.
is, I think the show mostly doesn't look that good, which kind of sucks because,
Yeah.
like, I mean, I don't read Witch and Beast for its story.
Well, the
Like-
witch, the guy whose name I forget.
The Beast? Oops.
The guy, the guy that smokes.
The Beast.
Yeah,
Isn't he the witch? And the
I-
girl turns into the beast.
I don't
Gosh.
think the title is that literal.
I know. What's the guy called?
A shaft.
Yeah, he's pretty.
Yeah, he is.
Oh,
I
yeah.
would say he's prettier in the manga.
Oh, I
Yeah,
can
I think his
imagine.
his hair
Absolutely.
color should have definitely not been the color it is. I always imagined his hair color to be like purple.
You said that when we were watching the show, and that's kind of a wild call to me.
I just thought it
I'm
was
not
always like-
disagreeing. I'm just like, huh.
I was like almost like confused when it wasn't purple. I'm not sure whether like it was like purple on some of the covers. I was just like so convinced. Like yeah, his hair is purple. Like definitely. Like I was like bewildered when his hair was not purple.
Yeah, no, I think this is another mid good, possibly. I think the show is gonna be,
Yeah, I agree.
The show is definitely gonna be
Fine.
worse than the manga. I think the
but
manga
I think
is
the manga is.
the manga's pretty
better.
dope. I think it's just very fun. It has very good characters.
Yeah,
I
the manga,
love Guido.
the manga has a lot of good characterization, and it has a lot of cool visual
Yeah, just
moments.
the show
But I
just kinda
do not
looks
think,
culture.
I don't think the show's going to be
It
able
looks
to
like pretty
capture those,
important
which
for
is
anime.
unfortunate.
That's kind of what
but-
anime does. Like the whole point of anime is that it can like look gooder than manga.
If you're adapting a manga that I personally have already read, yes, absolutely.
You may notice that this period is very
Skeleton
like basic
Guy.
or something looks not more than it being like good.
Skeleton Guy is like either true mid or mid bad edition.
I
I-
think I would put it in true mid solely because I think the one lady is hot.
I'm
I think
bewildered.
that's the
that
only
Lady
thing
Hot,
that saves it from
skeleton
bad.
funny. I think that's true mid.
like I'm bewildered because I think like this show was like more fun to watch than Soul Leveling, for example. Like it also doesn't look that bad.
Really?
I think the Skeleton Guy was fun, and I think the concept of like I don't know, like I had
I don't
fun
know.
watching it more so than Soul Leveling. Like what's kind of just the first episode of Soul Leveling, nothing happened. This one with a funny Skeleton Guy.
I mean,
I
if you
love
move it up,
Skeleton
I'm not gonna like protest, but I just didn't really get anything out of it, I guess.
And I also think this is way better, for example, than the Healing Magic done wrong. Like I think this show at least has like potentially something. It has like it's also like if I had to like watch one of these shows more, I think I wouldn't mind watching more of this show. I think it's probably like it has like a decent premise. So like yeah, funny Skeleton Guy. I think this one is fine.
Okay. I mean,
It is my
again,
opinion.
like, if it was moved up, I wouldn't really object. I don't really care too
You know,
much
let's
either
stay
way.
there.
It gave me no strong impressions other
Yeah.
than I thought the blonde girl was attractive, and she was only on screen.
And
for,
she wasn't
like,
there for
maybe
very much,
A minute.
yeah.
I literally like don't even remember the blonde girl.
He's the
Yeah.
one on the top left in the key visual.
Okay, I just remembered, funny
She
skeleton
is
man.
like a
Cynthia.
wizard, and she kind of looks like Cynthia from Pokemon. Yeah. Demon Guy,
Day off.
off.
I think this
I thought
was-
okay.
It was
It
pretty
was
good.
nice. Like I could see myself watching it, but I don't plan on watching it. I
Really?
enjoyed
The
it enough.
comment I made
Short
while
bits.
watching it is this doesn't feel like it needed to be full length episodes.
It does really seem like it could have just been.
Yeah.
I don't know, like 10 minutes.
Yeah, this kind of, I think this being short form would have been fine. Though I don't feel like I didn't feel as bored with this nearly as much as some of the other shows here.
Yeah, it wasn't like
Yeah.
boring. Like I was like watching the whole time with no issues. It's just
I'm
Yeah.
for like true mid or mid good, I think.
I think made good.
I think mid good can be good. It can be mid good.
Yeah.
I think mid good is getting
Gagu
crowded.
responded no to the Mug Wars in 4 hours paint,
Yeah.
by the way. So I'm
Fuck
going
you.
to shoot. I'm going to shoot Gagu with the firearm.
How do you
Piece of
warn
shit.
somebody?
Dot one. And then the reason, for example, fuck you or gun emote.
Hold on, what's a law that I could hold on.
Desecrating the sanctity of the mug
Law
wars.
on desecration. Alright. US code. Okay. So
Open adventuring party 13 with the two cold
if I
users.
copy this,
I hope Mugcard YouTube are enjoying this section of the video wherein we just talk about a thing happening in the Discord chat right now.
Uh,
hold on. And then I have to go into here.
Yeah, the Mega Man X Legacy collections are discounted.
I'm gonna paste in here.
buy them for me, Josh.
Edit. Find and
Um,
replace.
I don't know
Don't
where both of
actually.
them.
I won't play them. Don't do that.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
If I want to
Should-
play Mega Man X, I will just emulate it.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Now, if you bought me like
Find and
30XX
replace
or something, then
United
maybe. But
States with
Yeah.
cord.
Penis.
Place all. Alright.
cat.
Penis,
There we
penis,
go.
penis, penis. Don't you want to penis, penis chat? That's the lyrics to Penis Chat, the epic
wait, it didn't
Michael
even post
Jackson
it
parody song
publicly.
by Mudcord.
Is it
Just post it in Anime 9.
C1? Jagu.
I mean, Dino Warns are I think the ones we usually use.
What's the dino command?
Dot
Dot
Warn
one.
space at Jagu, then you'll write the like
Jagu.
Warn
Do I have
reason.
to put a comma, or do I just type it?
No.
Okay.
There
I'm
we go.
going to have to
Yeah.
block this person.
we go. Okay, star by the way. Any mug words of the mug court? Or the
Oh, by the way,
Commonwealth of Puerto Rico?
this reminds me. I think I broke this law the other day. There was a flag on the ground and I stepped on it.
A mug court flag?
No, United States, just regular
Oh.
fucking.
Nobody cares then. If
Yeah.
there's the flag of mug court, then you know. Anyway, let's continue the tier list.
Okay, yeah, okay.
This is quite the interesting shape tier list, by the way.
Whorehouse.
Whorehouse is
Just-
fucking.
This show would, if the whorehouse thing didn't
If
happen,
it was
the show
not
would-
Whorehouse, it was one of the most boring things we watched, I think.
yeah,
And between
pretty
lowest
like-
level of hell and not enough development.
I
and
think
I think it was
it's
most
more
level of
level of hell.
Yeah.
Not development.
Okay. Sengoku Yoku. That was like mid-good edition, I would say.
Yeah, this
It
was
was
solid.
fun.
It was fun. There
This
were
is
some
cool.
really cool moments
Yeah, I
in,
like
the,
that
in the
show.
middle of it.
I might even put that higher than the good edition.
Yeah.
I think it's a pretty solid mid-good edition, I guess. Probably.
Nice. Hokkaido gals are ugly.
This show was
Fucking
ugly and not great.
rough.
I haven't. Okay, I wasn't here for when we watched this, but I read like the first like dozen chapters of the manga, and I fucking hated it. So DNI.
Whoa.
I think-
I'm
I think-
sorry.
Yeah.
I just think it's not good. Like there's
No,
I mean,
no,
it's not
there's
good.
so
it's
many.
definitely not fucking
no, okay.
DNI.
I want to explain anyway. Okay, it's just like there's so many of these like I'm an average ordinary dude, and my girlfriend has like some single defining trait.
Uh-huh.
Being a Gyaru is just like not it's not notable if you're an anime character. So they had to
Yeah.
set the show in like Japan, Alaska, so that it could like stand out against the surround. It's just stupid. I think it's a bad show and it's poorly written. And also the main girl isn't even cute. Get out
That's
of here.
true. She's not cute.
Yeah.
But it's not fucking DNI.
Yeah, no.
I was exaggerating. I don't know. It's bad.
For what it's worth, I don't think it's lowest level of hell because I think it was better than the
Yeah,
shows we
it's
watched
not
in that
that.
tier. That's probably fine.
Maybe
Maybe
not enough
even
to
mid bad, I can see it.
I
you
would
know,
say mid
like-
bad.
Yeah, I
Because
can
these
put myself
shows
in.
are. Ugh.
Yeah, they're
The
kind
show
of
is.
rancid. Right. So, how do we talk about this one? Because this is the mug cord tier list, obviously, you know. So
Uh-huh.
like positions are a little bit different. Because
Uh-huh.
Tekken, you and I both put this in watching, which implies like a
I-
level of this was decent enough.
I thought it looked
then-
fine. Otherwise, I was bored to tears when we watched
Like-
it.
It
I
was.
thought it was very
It looked
dull.
nice. It was just like
it was nice, like
pretty
the camera was
cute.
very close.
Yeah.
With, like,
I really
a
like the
detail that we
slime
laughed at.
guy.
The slime is great. The slime is.
I think the slime
cool
helped a
guy.
lot in like the later half. I don't know. I just think this show was super boring. Maybe
It
the problem
had. It had
think
like a
the problem
little
with a show
girl
like this-
protagonist that I wasn't
If a
super annoyed by, which is pretty impressive. So
I
Yeah.
think the problem with a show like this is this probably works like in its original form pacing wise, but like anime pacing drags it out, and these shows are not supposed to be dragged out because they're just the right pacing where it's not boring normally.
I don't
And
know. I
this would be
mean,
boring.
this
This
feels
would
like
be
it
boring.
wants to be kind of like slow paced and chill.
No, but Josh, they're like the original thing is slow paced and chill, and then when you like take an anime genre and like make it slower than a manga, for example, or like the light novel, then it becomes boring.
I
No,
mean,
Bando is
Girls
absolutely
Last Tour
correct.
is slower than the manga.
Yeah, but
And
Girls
there's,
Last
you know-
Tour is like meditative and also very good.
Girls
So-
Last Tour is very different than Girl is in the Forest, I guess. You know,
I mean,
It- there's other
I-
things that are happening in Girls Last Tour that
I don't
Girls
think
Last Tour has a lot of
the
contrast
broad
at times.
statement.
the
like,
power of contrast. Girls
something
Last
can
Tour
be
has the power of
slow in its original form.
Also, Girls Last Tour is good.
The
The difference between this and Girls
anime.
Last Tour is that Girls Last Tour is very good, and this was not
Yeah.
very good at all.
That's,
You know,
in that case, make that point rather than sweeping statements about when things are adapted. They
No,
become,
I will.
good
Like
working.
okay, it like it's not every thing that it turns into an anime, obviously. But when adapting something to anime, you've got to be careful with the pacing because
Well, yeah,
if something is a manga or a book, you can read it as fast or as slowly as you like. If something is an anime, everything is just like it takes a set amount of time, and that can really fuck with the pacing, especially in genres like this, where it
That's
being
reasonable.
like kind of easygoing is sort of part of the point. Like the line between chill and boring is really thin.
Yeah, no,
That said, I
I
didn't
agree
think it was
there.
anywhere near the worst thing we watched. I put it in like true mid. I don't know.
It was pretty mid.
Okay.
I would say
I
I had to
cannot,
rank
for
these.
the
It's like
life of me, look at mid good edition and see this in true mid and like agree with that. I think it is on par with a lot of the things in mid good edition.
Yeah, I
agree,
would
but
put it
more
in
in the
here as
sense-
well.
more in the sense that I think a lot, like some of the things in Make Good Edition could be moved to True Mid and then be fine.
Yeah, that's also
Well, they're
true,
not.
to be fair. I think mid good edition's probably fine for that show. I mean, even my like
Nice.
watching is kind of a hesitant one. Quince if it was about Mahjong and they were.
I'm gonna be honest with you. This is
Yeah.
another one that I would put in mid good. Sorry.
I would
Okay.
put it probably in mid bad.
I'd
Okay.
say true mid.
Okay. I guess it's fucking true mid. That was easy.
Cool.
This show, I think
Yeah.
If
I
we
think
were
like, the
if
only
we were
thing about
rating
this
solely by opening theme catchiness, anime of the season. Sorry, Bando. Continue.
I guess we can like say what we thought about this. Like I just thought the show was, it was like there's some cute girls. They're doing things. They made
Yeah.
way too many references about the same thing. It was not very funny.
I don't like the
Um,
art.
I
I mean,
thought the
yeah.
art was nice.
It looks like
Maybe the art-
Prince.
I think the art was like fine. I don't know, maybe sometimes like some shots looked awkward. I don't know, like the character designs are like decently appealing or something like that.
Like, obviously humor is very subjective. I just thought it was like nice and funny. I have no complicated thoughts on the show. I just think
No,
it's
that's
like
alright.
amusing.
That's probably a fine place for it.
Amusing is a good word for it, actually. Yeah.
Right. Fucking next up, is that Sasuke and Peeps? No, that's
No,
Gekai
that's-
Elite.
It's Gekkai
Ah,
Elise.
Yeah. At least
We-
if we didn't do
Sakura
the
or
bid for
whatever.
the show would have been way worse.
This was like
Yeah.
the most
This was
a not very good show where we made a lot of our own fun.
Yeah.
This-
We need to like mentally extract the bid. The bid helped a lot.
It was-
I mean, I don't know though, because it's still like a mud cord, thing.
Well,
This show was.
bad.
like-
yeah.
The standout thing about the show is that the structure
gets
is like
isekai
weird
twice.
to the point
Yeah.
of being kind of frustrating.
Confusing.
Yeah,
Didn't know what was
Also, the
going
other
on.
standout thing is that it looks like absolute ass.
yeah. Having a plane crash is funny, I guess. But
There's something on the wing.
mid
I think I made that joke while we were watching it. Definitely.
I think
down there
that's
somewhere,
way
yeah.
too harsh on it. Like, how was this show like worse than Hokkaido Girls?
Because it was
Uh,
confusing and nothing
was at
happened.
least a plain rom-com, really.
I don't know.
Um,
I also like to an extent. I feel like I kind of just think it's okay.
I also
if
feel
it-
like I don't know, like there's also
Doc
like a
voice
thing where
for
like
things
if
being
there's like
isekai
plot
at all.
happening in the show, I'm like a lot more inclined to like give it a benefit of the doubt a bit compared
I'm
to
not.
like nothing plot
Oh,
show.
see,
Yeah, no,
this
me
is
neither.
interesting because I feel the exact opposite way. If you're trying to have an actual story and I'm not hooked in after the first like 20 minutes,
Yeah.
If you have a
You're
plot
really
that's
not
not
interested.
followable, it's worse than having no plot.
Yeah.
I'm sure it gets better. I'm sure it's one of those
But
things. Like,
first episodes, though.
Yeah.
I like the thing. The thing is,
Yeah.
I've read a lot of things, a lot of consumed a lot of media where it's like the first episode didn't bang, but like the whole thing is like so much better than a lot of other
Yeah, but
things.
that
compared
doesn't
to the
matter.
first episode.
Yeah.
So I'm like because of that experience, I'm just more like
well, okay. I mean,
some things need to be
there's-
some things
Yeah,
need to be consumed
it-
as a whole to be.
there's well, here's the thing. Like there is some stuff like that on here, but that's like Dungeon Meshi.
Mhm.
Like I feel like that's kind of where that's at.
Yeah, to be fair, we don't know like because we haven't consumed the entire thing. Like it's
I mean,
possible
yeah,
that
like-
the series is actually Giga Kino. It's always possible.
I don't think a series should be rated higher on the chance that it would get good, though.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
like-
no.
Because by that logic, like,
And
Maybe
also just like
Snack
I
Basari
don't think
episode
I don't
two
think my
is, like,
experience with this
yeah.
was like I
Also-
could pay more attention to this than like the Nothing Burger shows.
You are describing
Not
the
enough
concept
development?
of not having enough development, so I think this is the perfect tier for this show.
I
Not enough
guess.
development.
I don't think.
Uh,
Yeah, guys,
one
it's
of-
fine.
1874.
This show would.
Yeah,
I think this was like pretty fun for most of it, and then it like
Oh.
became abhorrently pro cop, And it was like, man, what are you doing? You fucking
okay,
Now,
squandered
Josh,
all the
as a
goodwill.
Licorice Recoil fan, you need to like leave the building right now.
Nah, don't worry. That's that. And
I-
this is this.
Listen. I have a lot of problems with Licorice Recoil. It is at least like fun to watch on a moment-to-moment basis, which this was for like the middle 5 minutes when they
The
had
CG
like
horse
the
getting killed was fun. And
I think
Okay,
the
I mean,
start.
yeah.
I think the start and the middle had good start.
like
The gun
yeah.
versus sword fight was pretty cool, and then
yeah
the like
I
rebellion.
liked
This
yeah
one of
I
the show
liked
we also made
the
some fun. Like the Tekken bit where it was very loud about CG horse was great.
I liked the bit where
Where
eye
Josh
patch
died?
samurai dude like busted up the gambling ring with
True.
the help of his like merry
yeah, that
band
was
of
fun. That
gentlemen.
was fun.
That was fun.
Main protagonist guy
If
was
the
kind
show
of boring.
was like the thing is, if the show was about the guys I just described, I would be a lot more
Mhm.
interested. But it's not. Like
They're
Josh
the
said,
villains,
it's
too.
about a boring guy joining the police force.
I think
and
if
I
it
feel-
Yeah.
was about the guy like fighting against the police force, it would be a pretty cool show.
that
Unfortunately,
would
it's the
yeah,
opposite.
that would be
Yeah.
something.
So I think it's like
In the
Mid
interest of
bad,
presenting this situation with like
mid.
Iron
I don't
Sister
know.
mentioned, by the way, Cops Bad joining Cops Bad, the show is bad because of that, but also just like on a level of premise, fighting for the government that's trying to be overturned is going to be less interesting than
It's just
fighting
not.
against
Yeah,
it. You know,
like
it's a
you know,
political
there's
thriller. Not thriller. It's a political action
Drama.
historical
Yeah.
drama. Yeah, and we are fighting on the side of the politics.
you know.
That's less interesting.
Like, it's
even
not-
if there wasn't like a strong
Yeah,
moralistic case
like,
to be made against cops.
it's
But also
not
there is.
literally propaganda because it's not funded by a state, but it's in the colloquial sense, it's basically.
I feel like this was also informed by not watching the show. Like I'm sure there's like something into it to some
I mean, he
degree.
does join the cops. Though.
he does
I
join
mean,
the
yeah,
cop, and
that
that's the
is
plot
what
of the
happens.
show.
So I don't know. I'm not okay. I think mid bad is maybe a little too harsh.
Yeah, I
True
can.
mid,
I can call
like
it
near
true
the
mid.
near,
Okay,
near the
law
front of the
enforcement
pack of true
I mean,
mid.
sympathizer.
we had enough fun with bits of it to where.
I think it's
yeah.
more true mid than
I
like
just
don't
wish
feel-
it was
like,
about
I
the eye
can't
patch
see
guy.
this show being worse than Ponomichi, for example.
I just
like how is it worse than Ponomichi?
well,
Because Ponomichi is
I mean,
offensive.
yeah, no one in
I
Ponomichi
don't
is
think
about-
it was that
Um,
offensive. Plus it's like literally we read the synopsis and it's like okay. See, did he?
I mean,
He
he
didn't even join
joins the
the.
cop
He
police at
joined
end
the
of the
police
episode.
in the episode.
No, he
He
didn't.
just
He
did.
did.
Yes, he did. It said so at the end. Were you watching with your eyes open, or were you asleep?
That
I'm
offer,
just
we got the
saying.
offer. You got the offer in the episode, and then we literally. Then you guys were like, "I'm gonna read the synopsis," and then I found it out. Like
It was
The
very
episode
clear
was
what was
yeah,
not-
but
happening.
that's
the episode was not.
but that's
clear.
like that's part of the premise. I mean,
Anyone
I
with
don't
media
know, I feel like
comprehension
that's a fair
skills could
thing to
figure
jump
out.
in
Nah.
Anyway, my boss
Uh,
is not goofy.
My boss was not goofy. Was uncomfortable.
Is that the one like the
The guy can
Joe
read
Bait
people's
one?
minds if he touches
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
yeah.
Okay, that sucked. I was not a
Yeah,
fan of
nah,
that.
I
this
think
was
it's
bad.
better than the lowest level of house shows, but
Like
not enough
I-
development.
anytime
I think this.
you
I think
know,
this show made me not feel good.
anytime
Yeah,
anytime
it-
queer
it-
media tries to be like it's like forbidden what they're doing.
I'm not
It's
a
like
fan
you
of
have to be you got to be really good to pull that off, and
But
this
the show
was
take
not.
that angle, I can't actually even remember.
All I'm saying
Um,
is that I don't like romance a lot, but if I want to get romance, I at least want it to be like nice, cute romance, like
Oh,
the
some
Death
men
Girl
aren't
show,
cute enough.
instead of like uncomforting, like ugh, like no.
Well, like okay,
dark
like
fantasies.
I will defend the concept of this kind of show to a limited extent, but it has to
I don't like
actually be like it has to actually be transgressive, and just having a guy be vaguely creepy around his coworker is not that. It's just weird.
I
and
disagree.
bad.
I disagree. There's like cultural stuff as well. It's like I don't know. The guy, I personally, when someone guy is being a creeper, I'm just gonna not like say that there's like different degrees for like maybe if you draw it differently or maybe like if the behavior was like slightly different, that like suddenly the creepiness is like not unjustifiable. Like no, I don't like it. Makes me feel icky. I would
Well, that's
probably put it
fine.
in hell.
I mean, like, I don't like it. It's a bad
This show
show
was
either
just
way,
very
so it doesn't
icky.
really matter. That's like a hypothetical conversation
This
we're
show was
having on top of
just
it.
not nice. That's all I can say. I didn't enjoy watching the show. I was really glad when it was over.
Fluffy Paradise is boring.
It was pretty boring. I didn't really pay attention.
It's kind of cute, I
Yeah.
guess.
Not enough development, absolutely.
Oh,
Is that
Maybe the show-
Sasaki and Peeps?
yeah,
Yeah.
fucking lowest level of hell. Aoyuki was the only good thing.
Realistically
the
speaking,
end.
this show is arguably worse than Snack Bar because it was double length.
Because it was double
This-
length, yeah.
I hated Snack Bar more.
I would
Me,
rather
I
rewatch
went-
episode 1 of Snack Boss Way
Me, when
than
I'm
this.
in a being absolutely boring as fucking shit competition, and my opponent is Sasaki and Peeps.
It's so true.
Like this-
Squidward gifts.
Like I feel like if it wasn't double length, it probably would be like not enough development or maybe
Yeah.
hell. But 40
Yeah.
minutes is kind of DNI level almost. Like it was that boring. Where we
It
checked-
was
like,
it was
we
an
checked time
active
so
drag.
many times for this one.
We
We had to,
also
like,
said it the entire time we were watching it, by the way, but no part of it needed to be double length, you know?
Yeah.
Like, there's double length and boring, that happens, but sometimes there's, like, at least an attempt to justify, this is why I'm double length. Sasuke didn't fucking need that. All of it could have fit in 24 minutes, or it could just, you know, pick a premise and stick to it, instead of half isekai, half
No,
like,
you
fucking-
don't understand.
urban
Josh,
fantasy. Garbage.
Josh,
Yes,
there
Jim?
has to be a bit where he fucking plays the economy by using his ability to go to another universe to
Although,
like
Yeah,
make
I
money.
agree with Tegan. I think the only show I would like probably not watch over it is the one that's really just CP. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's pretty
These next three are like all ones that I don't think I
This
saw.
was the villainous
Wait, that's not
one.
true.
Yeah,
It's
that
the
was
villain
So what
Villainous
am I
Villainous
talking about?
Which
I've seen
like-
both of these. Okay, never mind.
I think Villainous Faker is
Um,
not enough development, I guess.
It was
The fake
funny
out
for a
Got
moment.
more of an emotional
Yeah.
reaction than
Yeah.
anything in the tier below it.
honestly, if anything, the show, the one thing that really killed the show for me for a moment almost is just the very end of the episode where where like the title gets realized, like the level 99 villainous thing, just do
Yeah,
the villainous thing
that's
without
unfortunate.
this that stupid like thing that nobody likes.
As a
Like,
side
I'm
note,
just
that was
so tired
also
of level 99 overpowered hero
Yeah, but
protagonists.
Bando,
Just
you don't understand.
real
You need
quick.
to
That was
convey that
also
they're
a thing
that
for
they're
Weakest Tamer, where it was like,
fucking-
why did you do that? Weakest
Yeah,
Tamer
they
was
need
like
to be
fine, and then
awesome,
she's like, by the way,
Bando.
also I like got reincarnated. Lol. It's like, why did you add that? Dude? You just made
But
the show
Bando,
nothing.
they need to be mathematically the best at the thing they're good at, because otherwise how will you know that they're good?
Exactly.
yeah.
Blackmaster
Yeah,
is
that's right.
DNI.
I'm
fucking
sorry,
hate every
I'm not
fucking
good at
second of
being
it.
sarcastic. I
And this show was, for all intents and purposes, DNI in
mad.
the sense that I would never like pay
I
attention
mean,
to it.
The DNI tier, let's be clear, this is reserved for actually morally reprehensible shows. There's like
I guess that's fair.
I
like,
guess.
this show did not have CP in it, which is like you know
In that
a step
case,
above
I'm
the one that did.
Yeah. In that
I
case, I'm
guess.
petitioning to move the show about like creepy boss as acts like kind of creepy towards.
No,
wait,
those,
It's not on the same level as this.
here's my
It's like
case,
not the
okay?
same level. And obviously, it's not the same level of moral depravity, but it is also morally depraved for all intents
Yeah.
and
I mean,
purposes.
My thought process is just like the boss is crossing on him and thinking, oh my god, he's like the cutest and sexiest. The only thing that like makes it especially bad is that the guy can hear his thoughts. And to be fair, that's shot where he's like
I will
creeping
be right
over him in
back,
his
by
sleep
the
to
way.
grab
I have to use the
remote. But,
bathroom.
like, general point, he is just, you know,
and I don't care about any
crossing on someone. So that's just like, eh. I don't really
And he
think
also
that's like,
acts pretty creepy sometimes. Like he
Not
kind of
really.
like is that.
The-
I mean,
I
the
feel like
TV
the
remote
show
thing is, like, the
it
only
framed
thing
it in a way
was-
that made you think it was creepier than the guy probably intended it for it to be. Like
yeah.
it was a thing where it's like, oh my god, he's doing a weird thing. Psych, he just wanted his phone. Like
Yeah. That
It-
was
it-
like that's like the only scene we've really got though, because the other stuff is just like normal feelings towards a person you're crossing on that only becomes.
it's weird if
again,
you can
weird.
hear it.
Yeah. Stuff you don't
I
say out
guess
loud,
it's-
but which nobody's
I
like
don't know.
seriously gonna judge you.
I still don't like it. but
No, completely.
I also feel like this is so easy to like do the same concept, but like hammer it home by like changing things to make it like more obviously morally depraved. Like make the coworker guy ugly, like an ugly guy, and then make the protagonist guy like a girl.
yeah,
Like you
that's
just imagine
perfect
that
blue,
scene.
and that's good media.
Yeah,
And
and
then
then wait,
the ugly
I
guy
don't
who
know,
has a
like
crush on the idol and is creepy about it.
that
That's just
sounds
a
pretty awful.
conversation playing.
That's very
with
awful.
devices, though, Amanda, so that one's like a
See, that
weird
show would be very
hypothetical.
awful, and then it would be put into the morally depraved tier. But like, we are changing our minds because like, I guess it's more acceptable if like a handsome guy sexually harasses a guy, which is I think that that's a
Yeah,
bad
it's
standard.
sexual harassment versus unspoken riz. It's the meme. Anyway, this is lowest level of hell.
Yeah, fucking angel thing. I guess.
This show was super not.
Do I have a case for not enough development? Probably not. It was
I don't
ugly. It
Mm.
was.
Yep, you can put in a lot of development. It was like if I had to rewatch this episode, I would be like drowning, but I wouldn't like die.
Yeah, I would rather watch it than anything else in the hell
I
tier.
suppose. And to be fair, like.
I was able to pay attention during the episode,
Yeah.
which I can't say for a lot of things in the what is.
I guess it's not notably worse than fucking Horror House. I guess that's all of it, huh? Or
Yeah,
wait, no, we
I
watched
think
Blue
so.
Exorcist in call, so that one gets to go.
Yeah, Blue Exorcist
okay.
was very
Top
bad.
right,
And
and
very...
then one to the left.
I think Blue
What-
Exorcist should.
There you go.
Okay, Blue Exorcist. It should be in the go with the sauce tier because the adaptation is perfect. It's boring and bland
That's
and
so
ugly,
true.
just like the show, just like the manga. You
That's
can't
true.
say the adaptation is
It
It
not
was
kinda
100% accurate to the source material. Anyway, that
Yeah.
being said, mid bad edition or not enough development.
Honestly, not enough development. Like, do you really want to rewatch that episode ever in your life?
I mean, no, I don't want to rewatch any of these.
Can we hardly
Yeah.
that the Roboco movie is good with the sauce?
Nope.
Damn
No,
it.
we don't do these memes, Josh. Roboco is
Oh,
not
I
good.
love the Roboco movie.
Roboco is bad.
Is this it?
Yeah.
Jane, do you want
Nice.
to weigh in on anything?
Do we want to
my
reorder
God.
any of these? Because this is quite the shape
Hi.
of a tier list.
Don't
I
worry,
think this is
guys.
fine.
I didn't die. What are we?
Okay.
What are we looking at? What are we doing?
This is-
This
we
is the
finished
final
up.
tier list. What do you think?
Oh, that's fine. Kind of looks like a Wi-Fi bar if you turn it sideways.
Whoa.
Makes you
Thanks for
think.
watching, Mugcourt.
Tune in later today for the Mugwords. Yeah, it's gonna be peak.
Whoa.
I'm
I'm
excited.
so excited for 2023 Mug Awards.
Mugwords is also the direction that we're going in to get there.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
smart.
That's funny. Anyway, goodbye.
Mug is
Think
a
about it.
point on